Some of you who watch my demos know that I'm quite a stickler for call stations. And like I say, I don't have the luxury of being able to trap on behind a lot of lock gates. I never have. I've never been one to ask much permission. I kind of like to slither around. I don't even like anybody to know I'm around. But I trap a lot of state land, and so I have to run into a lot of hunters. Right now, the season hasn't opened yet. We're a couple of days before the season, and but our hunting season's been. So I work a lot of state land. I got a lot of problems from deer hunters, other trappers, and whatnot. The one thing uppermost in my mind, and we're going to cover some location in this video today, rest assured, I'm not so worried on being dead on location. I'm not one to trap right on the corner of fence lines, in gateways, out in the middle of the field, or any other thing, or right on a cow trail, da-da-da-da-da. That doesn't concern me too much. I can pick general location. That's all I need, is to pick general location. The one thing uppermost in my mind, I got good lure, and I know it. One thing uppermost in my mind, it's not where I can catch the animal. I don't feel I have to be on a location as long as I'm close to it. Because I can catch an animal any damn where I want with the use of good lure and a good call station. And a call station is nothing more than throwing a carcass up in a tree, hanging up in a tree, like along when season gets going. Hell, go over there and hang a coon carcass up in that damn tree. Don't throw it on the ground. Get it up in the tree where an animal's got to work it. If you can wire it up there, so much the better. Then that animal, you can't get to it. You don't drag it all around you. That call station's there all season. And if you don't think a call station works, you hang it where an animal can't get it. It can be a carcass. Now I'm going to show you an easier way, because at the beginning of the season, we don't have any carcasses. We haven't caught anything yet. So what we do, I keep all these soda cans. And it really doesn't matter what brand it is, but this one happens to be Diet Cola. And we keep all these little ears on them. We pull these out and we wash these out. Then long before the season, we take out and go out and put them out a bunch of minnow traps, and we catch a bunch of minnows. Little minnows. We want these little minnows. And if we don't do that, we don't have time to do that, we go to the store and get us a bunch of smelt. It don't cost you all that much money. Stick 2 or 3 smelt down in this aluminum can. Okay? Put it in the freezer. Keep it for the season. Now, just before you start setting your traps, just before you start setting them traps, you take it out of the freezer. Leave it frozen. Don't thaw it out. No. You take it out in the woods and you put these near all your sets. This can of shrimp. Or smelt, or whatever, minnows, whatever you got in there. It doesn't really matter. Stick 3 or 4 of them down. Fill the can up with a little fish. Anything you can get down the hole. It doesn't matter. You take these out when they're frozen. You put them in the freezer. You freeze them when they're fresh. Then you take them out. Carry a bag of half a dozen of them. Go around and have all your locations picked out ahead of season. Incidentally, I'll usually have my holes and everything roughed out. Take these cans, and while they're still frozen, just before you set your traps, or just after you get your line out, put them out. Don't use them at the same time you're putting out your line. You kind of mess it up. Some of them get thawed out, and then you get some of it on your dogs, or you get some on your traps, and kind of mess you up. Do it ahead of time. I advise you to do it ahead of time. And we take a little piece of wire here. Cut this off. And you always want to put these call stations out ahead of your set. Our hole goes in here, so our call station goes out there. Always keep that call station out ahead of your set. If you put it back there, a lot of times you're going to have a red fox or a coyote, especially a pup. You'll come in and you work your set from the back or from the side. That call station bottom. Have it out ahead of you. Remember, that's very important. Take and cut your piece of wire here. A good tie wire. Then we go out. It's a little bit close, but this is tolerable. We take and wire that little ear there. The bears won't bother you, and the coons won't get your can off. Generally speaking, you don't have to worry about it. Yep. That sun beats on that for about 2 days, and you start getting the smell. It beats on it for 3 or 4 days, you got a hell of a stink. The animal's going to find your set. You're not going to have to go looking for him. He's going to find you. And if you don't think I'm telling you true, you do this ahead of season. Take it out and put it out. This is probably, what, 30 foot from the set? Maybe 30 foot out in front of the set. And if you think I'm lying to you, You do this before a season. Don't take my word for it. You put that call station out there, you go over here and you dig you a couple dirt holes, 30, 40 foot away. Just leave the dirt rough. Don't use don't use any lure whatsoever in those holes. No urine, nothing. Just dig the holes where you got a pattern, where you can see a track. If you got a fox or a coyote in this country, you're working there, you come back, you'll got tracks on that pattern. If you haven't, there's no animals here. And now you got the animal coming to where you want. And you're that far away from the set. Don't put it too close to the set. If you put it too close, within 10 or 15 foot, sometimes you kind of spook them away. And when an animal comes into a call station like that, in an area like this, he circles that sucker. And he grids it all out. A circle like this. He's going to find you. Trust me. Now we're going to get out of here. Going over here, probably 20 foot away, and make another one. Trapping in the west, I like some places a lot of washes, a lot of cattle tanks. When I say cattle tanks, I mean ponds that are created for watering the cattle, or sheep or whatever, because those are usually located in washes and they keep filling in over the years and they keep digging new ones. So they create a lot of grass, heavy foliage populations in those areas, and they're heavy to rabbits. You find a lot of coyotes. Find everything around those water tanks. The foothills of the mountains, there's a lot of washes. You get in the hill country a little bit, narrow razorbacks. They're great for when I'm trapping coyotes, trap right on the bottom and right on the top. Here in the northeast, you're going to find it a little bit different. We don't have the coyotes and brush wolves up here in the Adirondacks and bush country that we used to have years ago. And they kind of filtered out into the farm country now, and any place that you would pick as a red fox location today in upstate New York would serve as a coyote area too. And a lot of times coyotes get too plentiful, they kill off the red foxes and run them out. So anywhere you would normally catch a red fox, you might catch a coyote here. Farm country that's being worked, working farm country. A lot of people like to set these old abandoned fields and whatnot. If you got apple trees and some other stuff, yeah, they have their place more for travel lines than they do actual hunting areas. But you gotta have crops that produce mice, which produces coyotes. So in the farm country, if you've got any woodchucks, they'll usually be located on the side hills, usually with a southern exposure. Never pass these places. Trap the top of the rims of the woodchuck dens, because every coyote that comes through there, they hunt a lot of woodchucks, and they kill a lot of woodchucks. And even though those dens are dead, they still check them out every time they come across the top of the ridges. They hunt out these woodchuck towns. So you'd see they would hunt out the prairie dog towns in the west. Also, if you're here in the bush country, you trap along a lot of old beaver flows. Your food sources, you get a lot of frogs, and catch a lot of frogs, and you fill the belly and nothing flat in the summer. You don't have to travel that far when it's hot weather. Or cutover country's been clear cut real hard in the foothills, and they're right full of chipmunks and whatnot a year or so after they're cut. Those are hunting areas. That's where you're going to find your coyotes. Find them back in the big timber. You won't find them on these old farms that are all burned out. There's no crops on there. Find the food.